Good morning. Good morning, sunshines. How are you all doing today? I am doing fabulously well. Thank you for asking. I know you didn't ask, but anyway, while I'm waiting for my chat to pop up, let me just remind you that my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll get going. So I hope everybody's doing well today. I have lots of exciting things to tell you. I'm waiting to see that you guys are here. So tell me how your Christmas was. Was it good? Was it bad? Did you celebrate? Did you not? And I'll tell you how mine was. It was pretty good. It was pretty mellow. I had a few moments of sadness, because of things that change in your life. Going no contact with family is always hard on holidays, but I did enjoy the day with my kids and my husband. So that was really nice. And we had some friends come over Christmas night and hang out. So, friends become your family after a while. So that was cool. I'm going to say good morning to everybody, and then we're just going to jump right into our day. All right. Amy Highmore is in the house. Good morning, Miss Amy. Good morning, Catherine Chrisman. Good morning, John S. Welcome, 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 everybody. Good morning to my very awesome admin and friend Malta. Says good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with everyone. Good morning, Jillian. How was your holiday? I hope you liked that video I made for you. Good morning, Dr. Jones. How are you? She says, good morning, Angie, and good morning, all. Amy Highmore says, I've been waiting to catch you. Well, I'm glad that you did, Miss Amy. Hello, how are you? How can I help you? Nargis in the house. Good morning, beautiful. I saw your beautiful Christmas pictures. So happy that you enjoyed your day. Good morning, T. Akers. Welcome. And Malta says, good morning, Angie and everyone. And Catherine Christmas says, it is nice to tell you live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. Dima is in the house. Welcome back, Dima. How are you? And Amy Highmore says, I'm craving my sociopath narcissist. Totally, totally feel you. It's normal. It's normal. It's just like if you were on a drug and then you quit. It's the same deal. And I know that sounds like really cliche, but it's literally the same part of your brain that is affected by addiction that misses your narcissist. So knowing that has to give you a certain amount of logical power here. So you can remind yourself, if I was an alcoholic or a drug addict, I would just have to continue to abstain even though I was craving this thing. And it's the same deal with the narcissist. He's not good for you. He might make you feel good for a minute, but in the long run, you'll hate yourself for it because you'll end up back in misery. Just think about it. Let me know your thoughts. Jillian says, good morning from me and my sister. Hello, Jillian and her sister. How are you ladies today? And Bonnie says, good morning. I missed yesterday. Were you guys here? No, ma'am. I took off 4 days for Christmas. So, yes, indeed. And Trenda Fernandez is here. And good morning, by the way, Bonnie. Trenda Fernandez is here. Good morning, Trenda. Welcome to our little tribe. How are you? Claire and Lee is here. Good morning, Angie and friends, she says. Good morning, Claire, and welcome to our little tribe. Dr. Jones says, fabulous. My kids opened their presents. Oops, I lost my place. Hold on. Oh, where were I? Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Dr. Jones says that her Christmas was fabulous. She opened her kids opening their presents were happy and screaming. I love that. That's my favorite part of the whole year is watching my kids open their presents. Shannon O'Brien says, hello, Spanily. Hello, Miss Shannon. How are you? Welcome back, honey. How are you? Hope your Christmas was good. Any ma drama, or was she kind of off doing her thing? Andrea Saunders is back. Hey girl, how are you? She says, hey Angie, missed you all. Had a wonderful Christmas. Thanks for asking. Glad to hear that. That is great news, Andrea. And Carla Fernandez says hello. Hello, Miss Carla. How are you? Gabe is in the house. Says for the most part, it was a good Christmas. Of course, the sad part of a broken family still hurts. I'm same page, Gabe. Same page. Carlita Vega in the house. Good morning, beautiful. How are you, my friend? And Alyssa Burris is here. Hey, Alyssa, welcome to our little tribe. Welcome. Happy to see you today. Dima says in Russia, we celebrate from the 31st of December to the 7th of January. Awesome. We do a little celebration here for the 31st. We have a big New Year's Eve party every year. So I am waiting on my dress to arrive, hopefully today. Well, actually, don't judge me, but I had to get 3 dresses. They were cheap, but I like to try them all on the day of and see which one which one I'm feeling. But whichever one I wear will definitely have some kind of sparkle to it because I enjoy a sparkly New Year's Eve dress. Andrea Saunders says, "Hey, Malta." And Nicole Blotnicki says, "Good morning, Angie and everyone. Missed you over the holidays, but I've been watching your videos and it's been super helpful. How was your holiday?" Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. My holiday was good. It was peaceful. It was quiet. My kids opened their presents. They had a great day. At the end of the evening, we had friends over. It was very nice. It was lovely, and it's kind of amazing how when you kind of pull yourself away from your toxic family, sometimes your friends sort of fill the gap, as it were, for extended family, which is nice. Lauren G says, "Good morning, all. Had a great self-care holiday at home with my kitty cat, narc free and serene. It sounds beautiful." Lauren G, awesome news. Gretchen Robertson in the house. Hello, Gretchen. Says, "I had a wonderful Christmas. It was stress-free and I got to see all my boys." That is a beautiful thing, my friend. Congratulations. I'm so happy to hear it. Amy Highmore says, "I created a mansion with no job and I want this man, but I have material that may help millions and I do not believe exists." Hmm. I'm very interested in knowing about that. Madeline Gutierrez says, "Good morning, Angie Roomies. I had the same experience that you did for Christmas, but I'm grateful. Prayers for my finances." Oh, honey, I can't see the rest of that right now, but I'll come back to it. Um, John S says, can you explain ignoring narcs? It's a little unnerving how easy it is for my parents to let us all go." So your parents are ignoring you guys? Is that what you're saying? A lot of times that it is unnerving for sure. I felt the same way. One of my original narcissist lives about like 6 minutes from my house and hasn't seen us except for when she showed up the other day with a photo of my family that she had taken off her wall and claimed it was a Christmas present. That was an old photo, obviously like about 10 years old. But so she doesn't really know my kids, and it's definitely unnerving. But that was really my choice in a way. But it, can you explain ignoring narcs? So my guess is that your parents are disappointed in something you did. Give me some more information so I can explain better. Are your parents ignoring you or are you ignoring them? Let me know. Um, Malta says, "Good morning, Andrea." Kate says, "Morning. It was okay. Her Christmas." Narc sent a Christmas card to a friend who she had raged about and disowned just 3 months ago because she accidentally outed the narc lying to the new supply. Oh boy, that's rough, Kate. I feel you. That's rough. SCSI is here. Hey, SCSI, how are you? Says, "Hi, first time on live. Happy to have you. Welcome to our tribe, my friend." And Nargis says, "Had a great Christmas. And after day ended, a little sadness too, but all is well. We are all survivors, right, Angie?" Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's what it's about, you know. And I want you guys to also start, to thrive if you're not doing that yet. And I know Nargis, you're on the way there for sure. But yeah, it's all about surviving and thriving for sure. And it is a little sad. I mean, I had a little sadness on Christmas, and I wanted to, like, when we were opening presents and stuff, I wanted to listen to music. So I turned on the music that I grew up with, which was bittersweet in a way. So then I cried a little bit. Stupid. But yeah, it's even when you're healed, you might have moments like that. I'm pretty healed. But certainly it was a rough few minutes. But I just let it happen and I just kept going because that's what you got to do sometimes. I tried to focus on what I was grateful for and it was all right in front of me and I could not complain about that one bit. Besides you guys, of course, I'm grateful for you guys. Um, let's see here. Dr. Jones says, "I love Spanily. The stories were great and some were funny." Awesome. I love it too. Oh, speaking of Spanily, let me tell you guys. Those of you who are in the group and those of you who would like to be in the group might be interested in knowing this. Couple things. First of all, I've got some gifts I'm going to be giving away. First, there's this bracelet. I've got I think about 20 of these to give away, and it says it's a little cuff bracelet, and it says, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." And so everybody, I've got about 20 of those. I think 20 or 25 of those to give away, and then and see, it's just like a little cuff bracelet. It's really cute. And then I've also got, I don't know if you can see these. Let me see if I can hold it still. Can you see that? It's a little bee necklace, little tiny bee. And then I've also got um, these necklaces, which this is it's a little bee in a beehive with a heart around it. So I think this is pretty cool. So I'm giving these away in the group. Well, I'm not actually. My Melina is my business manager, and also one of our admins, Colleen, who is awesome. So keep your eyes out for those. We will be doing a little mini contest, and the winners are chosen at random. So keep your eyes out for those. Again, if you want to join that group, it's at queenbeing.com/span, SPAN, and you can jump right in there. Bonnie says she got through the holidays, no trouble. Praise God. That is great news, Miss Bonnie. I'm so happy to hear it. I know your family kind of stresses you out. I'm really glad to hear it. No trouble. Good news. Good morning, Miss Arlene. How are you? Arlene Robertson in the house. Maria Calloway is here. She says, good morning, Angie. I'm well. Christmas was awesome. He did not try to call on purpose. My first year free. That's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy to hear it. Maria, so good. Such good news. Malta says to SCSI, welcome and thank you for joining us. It's My Life is Back. Good morning. Welcome back. Says, good morning, Angie. My Christmas was wonderful. My sister came over despite my husband and took my kids to see grandpa, although my narc yelled at me a couple of times. Love you. Oh, love you right back. And I'm glad that you at least got to enjoy your Christmas. I'm sorry about your narc yelling at you, but you know, what are you going to do? They're yelly types, aren't they? Maura DeLuca in the house says, good morning. Missed y'all. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Maura. How are you? And Lauren G says to Amy, I found the SLAA meetings very helpful for overcoming addiction to the narcs and sociopaths. Thank you for sharing that, Lauren. Madeline needs prayers for her little cafe this month. She says for her finances, this month will either make or break her, but she's up for the challenge. Okay, coming your way, girl. Positive, abundant energy. Stay focused on what you're grateful for. Remember abundance. Vibrate abundance. That's going to help a lot. All right. Jillian says, thank you for the whole awesome Christmas video. I lost my place. Hold on. I hate when that happens. Sometimes it just pops down to the bottom and I have to go back up and find my spot again. All right, let's see here. All right, let me just see if I can find it. Oops. Okay. Really? Hold on, guys. It's giving me some trouble. Well, now it showed me that one. Okay. Well, we'll just find it. Okay. Trenda, Gabe, Gretchen, Arlene. Okay, here we go. Jillian says, thank you for the awesome Christmas video. I know now I will leave my work. I can't believe they put Swisher Sweets in my stocking at work. That is so ghetto. Yeah, I'm surprised. In an attorney's office, that's crazy. Amy Highmore says, I miss him and he does not even make me feel good. Well, missing him again, honey, it's normal. Please know that. It's not about, it's sometimes it's familiarity that you miss or just the comfort of knowing that person. And even, like they say, the wolf you know is better than the wolf you don't know, but not always. So it just admitting it is important. And something that you might want to do, Amy, is sit down and journal about this today. Write down your feelings of why you feel that way. What exactly do you miss? That's helpful. And while you're at it, write down all the reasons you left in the first place. I think that's incredibly valuable because when we start to feel like this, that's when we need to remember, why exactly do we want to, why do I want to not be with this person again? You got to remind yourself because absence does make the heart grow fonder. Malta says, good morning to Maura and welcome back. Lauren G says, sending love and prosperity, Madeline Gutierrez, to you and your sweet cafe. Amy Highmore says, thank you. Because of Angie, I believe I am starting a YouTube. Whatever makes you happy, girl. I think that's a great idea. I would suggest that you take a look. I've got a bunch of free trainings over on my other channel, and I've also got the Empath Entrepreneur Group, which is a mastermind group you can join. It's where you can directly talk with me during our live training. Our live meeting each week, face-to-face meetings we have on Zoom. And it's a great group. Shannon's a member of it, as are a couple of, about 30, 35 people right now. So you should definitely consider that if you're starting a channel. Lauren G says, hey, Maura DeLuca, I missed y'all too. And Cam says, morning love, still dealing with the stress of my ex-narc popping up at my mom's home where I'm staying to give my sister a Christmas gift. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Cam says, I stayed in another room while I waited for him to leave. He knew I was coming back into the country and has been trying to affect me. Well, I'm proud of you for not seeing him. I know that's hard, and I think it's crappy that he would stop over there to, to give your sister a gift. It was certainly in a hoovering attempt or an attempt to at least make your day less comfortable. I'm so sorry to hear that. Shannon O'Brien says, hey, Lauren G. Jillian says, yeah, they put grape flavored Swisher Sweets and sour gummy worms. I was the only one that got them. Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell? Grape flavored. I mean, that might be some kind of harassment. Does it mean something? What did other people get? That's outrageous. Tommy D says, good morning, Ange. My ex N says, I'm so scared I made a huge mistake and had you all wrong. Tommy. She's right. She made a mistake, but you know better, right? You know that it's not going to be good. Are you feeling scared about it? Are you feeling any confusion or conflict, or are you just pretty sure you know what you want? Let me know. Maura DeLuca says, daughter's dad tried to give me a big fancy sewing machine for Christmas. I said I cannot accept, so now the hoovering is over, and he's back to being a plain old jerk. Well, it's a little easier to resist him when he's a plain old jerk, isn't it? I'm sorry that that happened, but I'm proud of you for not accepting it, especially if that was something you would have enjoyed. Bonnie says, my narc is a horror story. My New Year's resolution is to be narc free as soon as possible. Wow, Bonnie, that is amazing, and I'm really proud of you. I know that's a tough call for your situation, but I think it's the right one. I do. Shannon O'Brien says, hey, Nargis. And Deanna Stadola is back. Hey, Deanna, welcome back, honey. She says, hi, Angie. It was the worst Christmas. Oh, no. Son is in rehab, but I spent a few hours with him. Narc husband is upstairs, me downstairs. Never spoke to me on Christmas Day. Very sad for me. I need to leave. I agree. I agree that you need to leave, and I'm so sorry that that happened. Big hugs and love to you, my friend. Lauren G says, hey, girl, hey, to Shannon O'Brien. And let's see here. GSX Girl is back. Hey, GSX Girl, welcome back. She says, good morning, Angie. I'm still building my case, filed for custody. They will get served this week. Good. She said they didn't want to give me any time during Thanksgiving and tried demanding I give them time on Christmas. Well, I'm glad you didn't do it because too bad for them. They could have been polite or nice or kind or anything to you on Thanksgiving. Shannon O'Brien says, hey, Bonnie. Angela Scabelin says, good morning. Merry Christmas. I'm at work. Love and miss you all. Oh, we love and miss you too, Angela. I hope you're doing okay. Maura DeLuca says, hi, Malta and Lauren. And Malta says, good morning, Cam, Tommy D, Bonnie, and Jillian. Bonnie says, hey to Shannon. GSX Girl says, yeah, she said no. I'm so proud of you. Amy Highmore is also proud of you. She says, good girl. Bonnie says, Malta. Shannon O'Brien says, hey, Lauren, how's the kitty cat? Tommy D says, good morning, all. And Lauren G says, yes, Bonnie, it sounds like you have found some clarity for yourself. You can do it. Absolutely. Carla Fernandez says, Angie, what do you think someone can do if trying to report a narc to cover sexual abuse and is afraid they get people to talk on favor of them and against you? So you're trying to report a narcissist. What do you mean cover sexual abuse? I need more information, Carla. Are you saying that the narcissist is trying to cover sexual abuse? I mean, I would document everything that you can. I would talk to, an attorney. I guess I need more information. Can you tell me who's being abused? Can you let me know? Shannon O'Brien says hello to Tommy. Carlita Vega says, my narc tried it on Christmas. I had a minor meltdown, but my kids were there for me and helped me snap back to the legal paperwork now. Well, I'm glad that you didn't fall for it, Carlita. I know it's hard, and I know that they are so good at trying the holiday Hoover. I'm proud of you for not falling for it, and I'm so happy to hear that your kids were there for you like that. We get really blessed with some good kids sometimes, don't we? I'm so happy to hear that. Madeline says, my narc sent me a Merry Christmas text, but didn't come to any of the 4 candlelight services at church. I was okay with that. I got to sing for all the services. Oh, that's great news, Madeline. I'm so happy to hear it. Especially that he didn't show up to try to ruin your performances. Arlene says, yay for bling. Bonnie says to Lauren, thanks, yes. Okay. JSX Girl said, me and the boys had a great Christmas. I love that. T. Akers is back. Hey, T. Akers, welcome back. Christmas was okay, said T. Akers says, besides the narc ex trying to steal my custody time with the kids. He just got remarried on Saturday, so why does he need to try to hurt me? Oh, the same as always. He wants to keep you in the stable of supply. And, because right now just got married, so probably still in the love bombing stuff with the other person, maybe. And maybe needs a negative place to put his energy somewhere. Don't be his dumpster. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm glad that you didn't allow him to steal the time, I hope. Um, Good morning, Renee. Welcome back. Renee Goodell in the house. Alyssa Burris says, I have 5 kids. I bought presents for the husband from me and gifts for him and the kids. He didn't get me a single gift to punish me, she assumes. Had all kinds of stories why. How do I cope with this cruelty? How do I react? You don't. You don't react. You pretend like it doesn't bother you and go buy yourself a damn present. That's what, um, that's what you do. You don't have to, it's crap. It's crap that he didn't buy you a present, but it's a typical narcissistic thing because once again, he doesn't care how you feel. And I'm guessing your kids are too young to buy the presents themselves, so I mean, quite honestly, if kids are under the age of, 16, they can't drive anyway, so they couldn't buy a present if they wanted to most of the time, without help from a parent or someone else. So, yeah, it's very, very common for narcissists to do this to us on Christmas. I never got presents from my narcissist at Christmas. My relationship narcissist, my parental narcissist did purchase presents for me, sometimes presents that were meant to change me into something that I wasn't, but did buy presents for me. But no, my romantic one did not. And it's hard. I know it's hard, but the best thing to do is to not react at all and to keep planning, hopefully, your escape from that situation. I know it's hard with 5 kids. Sub Rosa says, spent it all with my 5 narc free dogs. I love it, Sub Rosa. That is amazing. Welcome this morning. Happy to see you. Malta says, good morning to Shannon. Madeline Gutierrez says, I love to sing and I sing well, but I hadn't done it in a while. It felt so good to do something I love to do. Oh, that is beautiful. I love it, Madeline. I love, love, love it. Maybe you should sing in your cafe. Be the singing cafe owner. All right. Bonnie says to Sub Rosa, that sounds awesome. And Amy Highmore says, I am practically perfect at Gmail. Is that your narcissist thing? GSX Girl says, narc stepmother who emails for father tried blocking medical care for the rash. Ooh, that is so upsetting. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you didn't allow that to happen. And I remember that she emails for him. How's that? She had that baby, didn't she? And she says, Angie, I love that shirt. Thank you. Bonnie says, narc hubby. I call him Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect. No, that's funny. That's funny. Does he call himself that? Does he agree with that name? Tommy D says, oh, Bonnie, I'm so sorry, hun. How rotten these scumbags can be. Sheesh. Last year, mine took most of my gifts back, so you're not alone. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Oh, Shannon, that's great news. She says, no mama drama, just great family time. That just does my heart so much good. I'm so happy to hear it. John S. says, I think I'd like to schedule a session with you. It's a lot to explain. And I will assume, I'm happy to listen. I will assume that Malta has given you the stuff in the below, but if not, you can either reach out to my business manager, Melina, to set it up by email, or you can go to queenbeing.com. There's a link to it on the front page, or you can just go to narcissisticabuse recovery.online and schedule that way. I would be happy to talk with you. Bonnie says to Tommy D, it is almost breathtaking what dirt bags they can be. They sink to very low levels. That is a really good way to put it. They really do. And they, I can't tell you how many times narcissists over the years have still managed to shock me because they're so incredibly beyond what normal humans will behave like. I mean, they have no limits, no boundaries, and they will walk as if you dare to have boundaries, they will do their very best to stomp all over them. It's exhausting. Yeah. Bonnie says her dad used to call them low-lifers. Great name for them because that's exactly what they tend to be. Leah Nova Scotia's back. Hey, welcome back, Leah. She says, I've gotten to a point where I can say I'm mostly in recovery. I still have triggers and relaxing my body seems difficult at times. Yeah, it is a process. CPTSD, I bet you a large percentage of us in this room have it. And what it is basically over the course of months or years, you go through abuse and you literally, it's a complex post-traumatic stress disorder. It's not one event or one short time in your life. It's long spans of time in your life. And it's highly exhausting. It is. Yeah. But I'm glad to hear that you're in recovery. It is a process. Tommy D is here. He says, sometimes I wonder if I could live with mine and somehow make things work, but I'm pretty sure that's just a pipe dream. Tommy, if you were in front of me, I would shake you. And I mean that with love. You can't. You could live with her. You could make it work, but you would spend your whole entire life like playing games in order to get her to not treat you crap. You would have to literally train her. You would have to, ignore her when she doesn't do what you want and treat her with extra love and care when she does, and never ever react to any of her crap negatively. And that is exhausting and not okay. So I'm just saying, please don't do that. You're too good for that, Tommy. GSX girl says the narc stepmother of her children is a control freak from hell. She's doing everything she can to keep me out of my son's life, to prevent me from son's medical and extra time, and still monitoring my son's phone calls. I cannot even imagine. I cannot even imagine. I'm so sorry. Bonnie says, I want a bracelet. Bonnie, I want you to have one too. Definitely get over there and join that group if you're not there already. I think you are, right? And watch for those contests. Colleen and Melina post the contests. So Nargis says, no, Angie, you're not stupid. It was okay that you cried. I did. After dinner at my brother's house, I was driving home and I got triggered I had by the thoughts I had. I hyperventilated, so I stopped. Yeah. It's She said I stopped at a parking lot and I cried it all out. So Angie, it's not stupid to cry. I know. And I'm so sorry that that happened, Nargis. Sometimes you've got to let it out. And the holidays are hard for us, right? Because everything's different, and because you're reminded of the bittersweet stuff. The good things, there's a few good things, but there's bad things, and the bad unfortunately outweighs the good, and blah blah blah. So let's move on, because I don't want to cry today, but I'm with you. We're on the same page. Let's see here. Dr. Jones says the necklace is beautiful. Yeah, I like the necklaces too. They're really cool. GSX Girl says, beautiful, beautiful bracelet. Is that only for the group, or will you give away it on YouTube? Well, right now it's only being done in the group, but if you guys want me to do a giveaway here on YouTube, I can definitely do that. We can definitely do that. We'll do it maybe during our live stream tomorrow. Let me know. Lauren G says, "How do you win one? I want one too." Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make a video. Okay, so to win one, you would want to be a part of the span group, but maybe I'll do a giveaway in one of my videos upcoming in this week, and see about that. Let me know your thoughts. Renee says, pretty. Bonnie says, I love the little bee. Buzz. Narga says, hello, Shannon. Carlita says, I'm going to win one of the span contests. That's right. Positive speech and thinking. That's right. Thank you, Malta, for putting up the link. Tommy D says, Bonnie, I hope that foul, rotten spirit is not able to infiltrate your soul, because you're such a good, kind person. Totally agree. Maria Calloway says, my narc is playing boyfriend and stepdad. He still has his girlfriend turning tricks. Whoo, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that, I mean, he's not in your life now, right? He's in someone else's life. Is that what you're saying? Or Shannon O'Brien says to John, Angie is a great coach. I love talking with her. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate you, my friend. Jillian says, me too, Carlita. Love that. Okay, wait a minute. Lost my place. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right. Hate when that happens. Okay. Well, okay, here we go. I just want to make sure I caught everybody's thing. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got it. And me too, Carlita says, Jillian. Dr. Jones says, no, Nargis, find a place to cry, fight, scream, and kick. It's good therapy. I totally agree. Cam says, I'm proud of myself for remaining no contact despite my ex-narc coming to my parents' home. Officially 60 days no contact. Congratulations. That is hard, and I cannot even imagine how stressed out you must have felt, but I'm really, really proud of you, Cam. Good job. Carlita says, Jillian, yes. Tommy D says, maybe I'll take mine back and just come. Oh, Tommy, you're making me want to shake you again. Stop that. Don't take her back. Don't fall for the holiday Hoover, honey. GSX Girl says, sending prayers and good energy your way, Angie. Thank you. Tommy D says, absolutely. Oh, wait. Bonnie says to Tommy D, absolutely. Except I know she didn't mean that about taking your narc back. Narga says, sending you prayers, dear. I so need prayers too. I'm dealing with an issue. I can't say much here. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. But know that I'm sending prayers your way as well. John S. says one-on-one session. Oh, Malta. Thank you, Malta. You're awesome. Tommy D says, wow, way to go, Cam Cam. Yeah, that's huge. Gabe says, trying to stay positive, just filled one of my class offerings for January. That's great. Congratulations. Tanny Person says, good morning, wishing everyone a joyful and prosperous new year. I've been super focused and I got the job. Woohoo! Congratulations, Tanny. Congratulations. That's great news. Nargis says, Dr. Ferris. More DeLuca agrees with me. She says, Tommy D, don't do it. James LaCroix in the house. Good morning, James. How are you? John S. says, thank you, Malta. Bonnie says, Tommy D, thank you. It's tough, though, because the bad narc spirits jump you when you release suspecting. Yeah, and yeah, that's really true. And like, you think everything's going along just fine. Oh my gosh, it's actually going to be a good day for once. And then boom, they're in, aren't they? Yeah, it's like they don't like to see you too happy or something. It's very frustrating. GSX Girl says, I'm scared to death. The new attorney costs a lot of money. I get bullied monthly. I'm praying she will help for the greater good and not charge the shit out of me. I understand. And maybe you can ask her if she can try to offset some of her costs by having the court order him to pay them. I don't know. I don't know if that's even a thing, but I think it is. Shannon O'Brien says, a few times I thought, oh no, I wonder if she'll show up. But I went back to enjoying Christmas without the toxicity. I'm proud of you. That's great news. Yes. Malta says, John S., you're very welcome. Narga says to Dr. Jones, I did all of my garage inside my car. I let it all out. I just feel so rejected right now. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Big hugs to you. Ashley Thrasher in the house says, hey, everyone, I'm super late. That's okay, girl. I was super late today, too. My kids are all home, and it just kind of threw me off a little bit. So I might be a little late for the times that we're doing it. This is over the Christmas break. Malta says to Tanny, that's great to hear, and congratulations to you. Lisa Christensen is in the house. Hey, Lisa, how are you? She says, good morning, Angie. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. It was a hard one, and of course, he had to find a way to send hate message before Christmas, but I tried not to let it hurt me. I'm still no contact and I'm trying. Hey, that's a start, girl. That's a start. I had a lovely Christmas with my family, my children, and my husband. I had a little sadness, but I got through it. And I'm glad to hear that you got through it too. I know it's hard. It never goes completely away, but it certainly gets a lot easier. I tried to remember to be grateful I didn't have to run all over the countryside this year and I didn't have to drive in the snow. We did have a white Christmas, which was nice. I think it's our first one in 7 years here in St. Louis, so that was cool. Alyssa Burris says, so thankful for you. You're a lifeline. I had no clue the extent of his BPD, NPD, learning how to protect my kids and react to craziness. P.S. Loved your animated video. Excited to join this family. Alyssa, we are happy to have you as part of this family. Welcome and thank you for enjoying the animated video. It was a lot of fun. And that was a request of Jillian because she likes, I used to use a different program. Now they want $500 for me to renew my program. I'm not doing that. But so I found another one that was slightly less expensive. So that's what I'm using, but I kind of like it. It's different. I'm working on it. Malta says, good morning, Ashley, and welcome. Cam Cam says, thank you, Tommy D. And Montana's Sammy Joe says, I'm realizing my mom is a narc. On Friday, my therapist said I should get a different legal power of attorney because she doesn't have my best interests in mind. Wow. That's pretty telling. And I agree that you should definitely get a different POA if that's the case, because if she is a narcissist, her interests will be her primary concern, not yours. And I agree with your therapist. Cam Cam says, good morning, Malta McMurchie. And Bonnie says, morning, Ashley, you're not late. Ruya is here. Hey, Ruya, welcome. Leah Christensen says, good morning, Malta. I hope you had a great Christmas. And I'm sorry, Lisa, not Leah. Renee Goodell says, I was sad because I was in the same position last year with the narc, discarded as if I didn't exist. He dumped me 2 weeks before Christmas, 12/8, the day before my birthday, 12/9. Oh, sweetheart. This is very common. They do this. They dump you. It's one of their tactics for holidays. See, they don't want to be responsible for buying you a birthday present. They don't want to be responsible for buying you a Christmas present. So in your case, it was very convenient for him to do it that way. And I'm so sorry to hear that. Did you manage to find any joy in the day at all? Let me know. Tanny says, thanks, Malta. And Ruya has a heart for everybody. Shannon O'Brien says, Tommy D, you made it through this far. Keep on going. It will get better. She is right. Tommy D. Renee Goodell says, I was discarded last year too, same time. Yeah. I hope, Renee, that you don't allow him to come back this time. Tommy D says, Bonnie, I see that and it's scary. Just as in Judas, once the spirit of betrayal and greed was done, it left him alone in his own shame and he hung himself. Evil uses, then jumps. Yeah. Yeah. Montana Sammy Joe says, I'm sorry, Renee. Amy Highmore says, yeah, I forgot you said write the yucky things down last week. I shall. I would love to join and talk to you about what I've collected. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Um, Malta says, thank you, Cam Cam. And Lisa, I'm wishing you the same. Gabe says, I was also discarded in the early part of December. This year is definitely better than last year. One step in front of the other. That's the best thing you can do, Gabe. That's the best thing you can do. Bonnie says that actually helps Tommy D because I often wonder if the narcs will get their just desserts. Yeah, I think they will. I do. I have to believe so. I mean, if nothing else, at some point they will collapse and then they will just have to hope somebody's still with them. Bonnie says to Tommy D, already said that one. Okay. She hates to think that the narcs would get away with causing so much horror and sorrow. Claire and Lee says, my narc hasn't talked to me decently in over a month and we live together. So he pretty much made my Christmas suck. I'm so sorry, Claire. You don't deserve that. And I hope that you consider moving on so that you can be happy. Because the fact is, when you live with a narcissist, they really do corrode your entire reality and your entire self. You don't really get the option to feel happy. You don't really get the option to feel at peace in your home. And if you look like you're enjoying yourself or you look too peaceful, a lot of times they come attack you just because they don't want you to be happy. It's ridiculous and unfair. And that's why I very often suggest no contact when it's possible. Ria says, thank God for this forum. Well, Ria, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. James LaCroix says, Claire and Lee, the silent treatment blows. Yes, it does. And I have several videos on that, so check those out. SCSI says, feeling pretty crappy because I wasn't even acknowledged when the narc came to pick up our daughter for Christmas. It's like I wasn't even there. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but on the same token, maybe it was for the best because even though it's painful and he probably meant to hurt you, or she probably meant to hurt you, I can't remember. But in either way, if you could try to recognize that it could have been worse. There could have been an attack. It could have been a direct attack. Instead, it was like an indirect, passive aggressive kind of deal. You should have been acknowledged, but the fact that you weren't, hopefully will, gray rock is what I'm trying to say. Don't let the narcissist know that it bothered you. At this point, I would just keep going, keep trying to stay positive, focused on what you want, not what you don't want. I know how painful that is to be ignored, and I know how insulting it is. But definitely try to see the silver lining here, and use this to gain strength and not to suck you. Don't let it suck you back in. You don't need to prove anything to this person, and you don't need this person to validate you anymore. You know what I mean? They never did validate you, did they? Probably spent a lot of time invalidating you. Maura said she loves the bracelet. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. I gave away some before that said, be brave, be fierce. And I liked those as well. But this one, I bought my children a little necklace that says the same message for Christmas. And but it also says, always remember or something like that. And I tell you, it's got a little dog tag. It's cute. I hope they like it. Yeah. Dr. Jones tells Nargis to keep doing it. Don't bottle your feelings. You have a right to be angry. Yeah, absolutely you do. Damn right. She really does. Her situation specifically, I'm angry about her situation. It's terrible what she's gone through. It's terrible. Cam Cam says, I've been seeing 1111 and 111 every day for the past 2 weeks. Yes, indeed. She says, I think the universe is telling me something positive is about to happen. Wishing the best for all the Spanily. I love that. I'm one of those. I'm a fan of that stuff. I'm always looking for little signs. And if you look for them, they're there, aren't they? That's excellent. I love it. Montana Sammy Joe says, my mom had offered to help me fix my truck. Then she sent me a birthday Christmas check. Then on my birthday, told me to use it to fix my truck. Total narc move. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, I mean, if she offered to help you fix it and then she said, here's some money for your birthday, and then told you to use your birthday money to fix your truck, it kind of feels kind of narky. I mean, it would be different if she had told you up front, hey, use this for this. But yeah. Maura DeLuca says, cute. I'm glad you like it. Jillian says, my sister says it's a thing to put weed in flavored Swisher sweets. That's true. She said, I didn't know that. She says, everybody knows that. I almost said something about it, actually, Jillian, but I decided not to. She's, she said, um, I'm not against people that smoke. I don't judge, but as an attorney, I cannot. Yeah, I figured that you can't and you wouldn't, and I figured that, quite honestly, that your coworkers would know that. Do you think they're trying to attack you, or, I mean, what is going on with that? What is going on with that? More DeLuca likes the peas. I like that. Tommy D says, thanks, Shannon. The line that she gave me is one of the most famous lines on my hoovering checklist, but my heart still melts for her chaotic world. I'm a fool, I know. I need to start getting busy with others. Tommy D, seriously, I mean, distract yourself. Stay focused on taking care of you and recognize that you have a lot going on and you're a catch. So somebody decent is going to be out there. And if you waste your time anymore with this girl, you're never going to meet Miss Right. You're going to be stuck with Miss Wrong. I'm just saying. Okay. Molly Ray says, good morning. Good morning, Molly Ray. And I want you guys to know, Tommy D and I have had some conversations outside of here, and so I feel like I can talk to him that way, and he'll feel me. I wouldn't talk to people that way when I didn't know them. Okay. Molly Ray, good morning and welcome. Lisa Christensen said, I took my dad to the doctor yesterday and got the news. Home health nurse coming tomorrow and waiting on liver levels test. But the doctor said he will need to set up hospice soon and delirium, liver shutting down. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. How are you handling it? How are you doing? James LaCroix says, hi, everybody. Hugs all around. Hugs to you, James. Welcome back. And Bonnie says to Tommy D, but Judas may have felt shame, but oh, good point. Narcs don't feel shame or remorse. That is a great point, and I agree. The only time they feel anything like remorse is when they don't get what they want and they realize they can't. Then they might feel, you know, annoyed or angry. That seems remorseful sometimes. Sometimes they use it um, to show, to get people. They use the idea of feeling remorseful to suck people back in, but they never actually mean those apologies. You know what I'm saying? Molly Ray says, this is my first time joining a live session. Well, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm glad you're part of our tribe today. Thank you and welcome. Malta says, good morning, Molly. And hey, James, and good morning to you. James says, I was just happy with me and my doggy to me and my doggy play with her best kitty pal. Oh, that's so cute. I love to hear it. Lauren G says to Shannon, the kitty is doing wonderful. I felt so safe just me and her for the holidays. It is a beautiful thing, my friend. We had our holidays with our little kitties as well over here. It was always very nice. Lisa Christensen says, good morning, all. Hope you all had a great Christmas. Bonnie and Tommy, Montana Sammy Joe says, they do seem like they never get their just desserts, but we've both read the last chapter, right? And you know what? I really think that in a way they do, because they will never really feel, all the love that we gave them, they never really felt it because they're not capable. They don't feel the same things in the same way that we do. I mean, they definitely get like infatuated and they feel, oh my God, I'm so in love. But then that passes and they're like, what? You're a human? Ugh, but they never really get to feel the true depth of what we do. And there's pluses and minuses to that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is their whole lives they're walking around trying to maintain this false front, this false self, and they're trying to show people this is who I am, but that's not really who they are. And I'm not talking about the way they look so much as I'm talking about the way they behave. They try to, pretend they're something that they're not, and it's exhausting. Yeah, so I imagine their lives suck in their own different kind of way. You know what I mean? Maybe it just helps me feel better to think that way. I don't know, but that's what I see. GSX Girl says, I've noticed that the narc stepmom always tells me what to do or what I have to do or need to do. I politely said, please stop telling me what to do and ask me, please. Good point. Yeah, they are very controlling people. You're absolutely right. Molly Ray says, I actually left my covert narc on the 22nd after being with him for 5.5 years. Wow, that is huge. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I hope you're doing well. I know it's hard right now, but wow, congratulations. Bonnie says, Lisa, I'm so sorry to hear that. I will say prayers. And Shannon O'Brien says, Alyssa, I'm so sorry to hear that you didn't get a gift from your husband. The games narcissists play on Christmas are just horrible. They are, and holidays in general. They're terrible. Bonnie says, "Hey, Molly, and welcome." And Claire and Lee says, "Right, James, it drives me up the wall." Absolutely. Madeline Gutierrez says, "Tommy D, my ex-narc told me the same thing. Yeah, he did have me all wrong. I got educated about NPD and went no contact forever." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tommy, she had you all wrong. She thought she could, walk all over you blatantly, and she can't. But I don't think that's what this is about. I think she's just trying to hoover you back in. Holidays are, even narcissists want to call up old people, old relationships on holidays when they're lonely. Yeah, just don't fall for it, please. Lisa Christensen says to Bonnie, "Thank you so much." Nicole is here. Nicole Nicole Z, she says, "Had court January 3rd when he illegally stopped my visitation. My heart was racing." Oh, you have court. Oh my gosh. Well, go in there and be strong and get your kid back. That's ridiculous. I'm so sorry. Know that we're behind you, Nicole. Bonnie says to Shannon, "Yeah, Christmas is a favorite game playing session for the narcs, for sure." Yeah. Humble Truth is here. Welcome to our little tribe, Humble Truth. Says, "My narc is making a lot of improvement. If somebody really loves you and is on the verge of losing you forever, they will change the way they treat you. They won't change who they are with everyone else." Incorrect. If it's a narcissist, if they're actually a narcissist, they will pretend to change, and they will change until they believe that they have you back in their clutches, and then it will go back to normal. If they're really making a lot of improvement, a lot of times it's behavior modification and it's temporary. Uh, if your narcissist continues to stay changed for several years, then I want you to reach out to me and let me know, because that could be something. But it's so rare that I've never actually met anyone who was able to say to me, "My narcissist changed permanently and stopped acting like a narcissist." Just saying. I hope for your sake that they that your narcissist does change, for good. And yeah, they might change the way they treat you temporarily, but I promise you, if they're actually a narcissist, it goes back. And that's the worst part of it. As soon as about the time you feel comfortable enough to start being yourself and making jokes and having a good time, it gets back to, yeah. Good luck though. Shannon O'Brien says, "Lauren G, so happy to hear you are narcissist free and feeling safe." Maura says, "Swisher sweets in your stocking, Jillian." And Bonnie says, "Tommy D, yes, Judas at least had the ability to have shame. Narcs have none." Yep. GSX Girl says, I like the holistic approach. Stepmother and stepfather will not respect that. Any suggestions?" That's tough. Um, my suggestion is parallel parent. So, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to control the whole situation. What you can control is what happens at your house. Holistic approach, if it works, use it at your house. Don't try to enforce it. I mean, unless they're doing something to physically hurt your child, just let them parent how they're going to parent, and you parent how you're going to parent. It sucks, but you cannot control what they're doing. And if you try, you're just going to drive yourself nuts. So I suggest, documentation, of course, use the holistic approach at home with your sons, with your son at home, and then send when he's there with them. You have to let them do it their way, as long as they're not doing anything to hurt him. I know that their situation is kind of messed up and they might be doing something to hurt him, in which case you might want to be continuing to document and take pictures and show all this to your attorney. They should be able to give you some good advice on that. Yeah. Nicole says, "I'm going to court to set up a payment plan for the NARC's credit card and child support out of my $260 a month vet disability. Couldn't make the $50 a payment and rent, so he's taking me to court." Look here. I suggest that you speak to the judge and explain that you are on a $260 a month vet disability. That's not even enough to buy groceries, okay? And I think that the judge should work with you on that. I mean, I get, what, $50 a month, what is that going to buy? Lunches for a week for the kid? I mean, it's not. I'm sorry, Nicole, that's terrible. I think that given the situation, you should have the judge should give you a little bit of flexibility, maybe to lower the payment amount or work something else out for you. That's really not okay. I'm so sorry. Montana Sammy Joe says, Molly, the freedom is on the other side of all the hard work. Yeah. She said, I had fun picking out new used stuff for an apartment. I'm happy for you. Yeah, you've got to make it fun. You've got to make it fun. Yes. James says, humble truth, does your narc do any kind of therapy? Nargis says to Dr. Jones, not angry, dear, just feeling not appreciated and rejected. Yeah. Gabe says, not reacting is crucial. So hard to not do. It is a lesson in acting because, of course, they hurt you. Tommy D says, yeah, and you're absolutely right, Gabe, by the way. Tommy D says, Madeline, thanks, hon. No, mine didn't have me all wrong. I've always seen who I am by yes, I'm educated about NPD. Good. But yes. Shannon O'Brien says to Lauren G, Shanghai visited on Christmas Day and spent time with us. Cool. Molly Ray says he's very good at saying all the right things, but it's too late. He showed up at my job and the place I'm staying unannounced yesterday after going no contact. He's harmless but relentless. Yeah, you got to stay strong. Don't react to that stuff. And the less reaction he gets, the quicker he'll get past it. And, excuse me, and be moving on and doing something, that's not involving you. Nicole says, I'm taking responsibility and apologizing for not having money to pay because I'm disabled, but setting a payment plan and I'm praying will keep me out of jail. He wants them to throw me in. This is I don't think they're going to throw you in jail for being a disabled mother who is also a veteran. I'm just saying. Um, but I mean, my ex-husband owes me $50,000 and change and has never paid willingly ever his child support. My child is 20, the one that I have with him. And I just don't really feel like they even ever went after him. I mean, occasionally they find out he's getting money from somewhere. I think right now I'm getting like $11 a month from him for back child support. So I really don't expect that they're going to throw you in jail for that. I could be wrong, but I don't think they will. I really don't. But positive energy coming your way, my friend. Lauren says to Jillian, I like swishes and know that, yes, it is about that. Very surprised to hear that you got them from your coworkers. Maybe you could just tell them you don't smoke and they will know for next year. Lauren G, the interesting thing about that is Jillian's an attorney and she works with other attorneys. And so they put that crap in her stocking. I think it's a based on the fact that I know she's in a toxic workplace, I think it's a dig or a jab at her and I don't like it. I don't like it. GSX Girl says, I would love to raise awareness on parental alienation and suggestions. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, that is good stuff. And you know what? If you ever want to collaborate on a project for that or something, reach out to me because I would totally be into that. Nicole says, time to going back to court with him. So my nerves and stuff is, yeah, running amok or kind of running amok. Yeah, it's really, really hard. Court is scary and makes your tummy hurt, but I suggest, it's your first time going back to court with him. Okay. I suggest being prepared, go in there, be strong, if you have anyone that can support you, bring them with you. If not, your attorney will be good, whatever you need to do, but just know that if you're honest and you're telling the truth and you look the judge in the eyes when you speak to him or her, it will help. They say that judges are more sympathetic to people wearing blue. I don't really know if that's true. Maybe Jillian can chime in on that. Montana Sammy Joe says, good morning, Angie and Malta. Good morning, Miss Montana. And Bonnie says, it's hard not to react to the abuse. A narc rains down on you. It's a skill and an art. I'm working on it. Maybe verbal kung fu, like what is taught at the police academy. Yeah, I'm into that. I like that. Yes. Cabe says, I call my ex Lord Farquaad. So appropriate, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh my gosh. Tommy D says to Humble Truth, interesting, but from all I've read and watched, they will only change their behavior temporarily. Absolutely. Bonnie says, yeah, he pretty much calls himself perfect. Isn't that hilarious how that works? GSX Girl said, yeah, she had that baby waiting for her to get her claws out of my son. Hasn't happened yet. She's so upset. I'm a nice human being and I'm capable of being a good parent. Yeah, she sounds like a real peach. I tell you what. Ugh. Montana Sammy Joe says, Tommy, amen to that. Alyssa Burris says, you put a huge smile on my face. Thanks for your kindness and wisdom. So sorry. You know the hurt and have dealt with it too. His behavior is foreign to me. Christmas is a fun excuse to me to show love. Excellent. I'm glad that I could help. And it's all, well, if I didn't know the hurt, I wouldn't be here. So I guess it's a silver lining, you know? Lauren G says to GSX Girl, would your awareness be to parents or to those that have been alienated by parents? I've experienced it. It is actually liberating to know you can just start over in self care. I think GSX Girl is talking about parental alienation of children by narcissists, but both are important. Yeah. Tommy D loves Gabe's Lord Farquaad thing. And GSX Girl says, me too, Nicole, hang in there. Yeah. James LaCroix says, Bonnie, I would love to hear I needed her permission to do certain things and always say, if we had an argument, she wanted the gifts back that she gave me. Ugh, man. More DeLuca says, yes. Or yeah, I didn't even look at it to see what all it did. Didn't want it. I gotcha. She says, plus I'm happy with my late Graham's sewing machine. She taught me to sew. That's excellent news. Glad to hear that. Proud of you. That's tough. Good job. Tommy D says, I need you guys today. I'm on the verge of a massive Hoover. I will come over there and shake you if you want me to. I'm just kidding, but here's a shake for you. Don't do it. Okay. Montana Jamie Joe says, Malta, I put to be added on the span group, but haven't answered the questions yet. Okay, Montana, you got to answer the questions or they're not going to let you in the group. The admins are real serious about that. You don't have to like give serious answers. Just say, you found the group on YouTube and you need support because you're dealing with the situation, and say that you're Montana Sammy Joe on YouTube and that you come to this chat. That will be helpful. But you do have to answer the questions because we have to protect the members and make sure their narcissists don't try to join and stuff like that. That's why we do it that way. Yeah. James LaCroix says, okay, I'm here, Tommy. Tommy D says, Morris says, we're here for you, Tommy. Gabe says, Tommy D, stay strong, move forward with life. Stellar Art says, where do you get rehab for this? Yeah, it's tough, right? There are places that you can do that, but they're rare and expensive. So that's why I do it for free here on this channel. And of course, I also do private coaching if that's of interest to you. Tommy D, Shannon O'Brien says, stay strong. GSX Girl says, Lauren, help anyone who has been currently going through this. Yeah, both. Okay. Bonnie says, Lisa Christensen, you're welcome. Thank you. Wishing you the best strength during this hard time. Yep. Yeah. Lauren G says, Tommy D, make a list of why you deserve better. And also, Tommy D, don't forget to make a list of why you left if you haven't already. And if you have, pull it out and read it because you have good reasons for having stayed away. And remember what happened the last time she tried to suck you back in. This happened just not that long ago. Don't fall for her again, Tommy D. I understand that you have a soft heart, but please don't fall for her again. Lemuria Rise is here. Hello, thank you so much, says Lemuria. Welcome, welcome. Montana Sammy Joe says, Tommy, my phone number is on my Facebook page. If you need to, feel free to call me. Bonnie says, control freaks from hell. So true. That's a narc in a nutshell. Tommy D says, I prayed for revelation, and in my heart, I know I should run, but I feel weak against the illusion. Ay, caramba. Do you need me to shake you? I'm just saying. Okay. Tommy, please stay strong. I don't want you to fall back into that mess. James LaCroix says, yes, Angie, you would back over, backward, and forward. Nothing is ever good enough. Yep, been there. Same thing for me. Lauren G says, GSX Girl, what are your thoughts on the healing path? I do think this is a topic that needs further clarification. Absolutely. Gabe says a good cry is so important. Lemuria Rise says, after I told my narc a month ago about his disorder, he didn't call me anymore. Do you think? I can't see the rest of it. But yeah, that's sometimes the case. Usually they don't, they'll start doing research and then they'll throw it all back on you. And that's difficult. But maybe your narc got a clue. I don't know. GSX Girl says the courts are just not trained enough to see the bullshit. Yeah, that's true. She said we need to take stands for our children and raise awareness. And that is also true. And that's part of the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing now. Yes. Melissa Burris says thank you to Shannon O'Brien. Malta says, Montana Sammy Joe, I'm pleased to share it. Thanks for hearing. James LaCroix says to Lemuria, when I told my ex she was a narcissist, she told me I was a narcissist and that I abused her and that I'm a liar and cheater, etc., which he is not. Lauren says to Tommy D, anything you can do to distract yourself today, maybe something sweet you can do for yourself, or submerge yourself in YouTube. She says, I listened to the Tao Te Ching, found it very grounding. Great, Lauren G. Thank you for sharing that. Tommy D says, thank you guys. If you're wondering, whoa, boy, oh boy. I lost my spot. All right. Let's see. I think he's saying if you're wondering if they come back, they do. And I think he's right. Dr. Jones says, don't you dare, Tommy D. Okay, I'm going to scroll on down because I've missed a bunch of stuff. Doreen B in the house. Welcome back, Doreen B. Marcy Torres says, good morning, Angie. My mom has made her son my mom has made her son her flying monkey, my son her flying monkey, and she's told off really bad my younger brother. I'm scared that she's going to mess him up too. I don't want to be like her. I totally understand completely. As far as your son goes, I would try to tell him the truth and keep going. As far as your brother goes, you can try to tell him the truth, but if he's not prepared to hear it, he may not. How old is he again? Remind me. Don't be like her. You can avoid that. You're already not like her. The fact that you're seeing what she's doing is wrong is proof that you're not like her. Yeah. GSX girl says, Bonnie says to GSX girl, my narc is still doing alienation with my grown kids. It's upsetting and unnerving. They are so covert and sneaky. Agreed. And Lauren G says, I have found Abraham Hicks really good at directing my thoughts back to me and finding inner peace. I love Abraham Hicks. I talked about them in a video just the other day. Lemuria Rice says, no contact is best. Don't give up. After 5 years, it helped me a lot to start waking up. Can't believe I was asleep for so long. That's a really interesting way to put it, and I totally agree. Yeah. More DeLuca says to Tommy D, yeah, I wish they would just go away. Mine told his cousin, who is my friend, that he messed up big time with me. She told him, yeah, you did. Yeah. Doreen B says, hi, Angie and Tribe. Hey, Doreen, welcome back. Kimberly Barfield says, I love your lips and I'm hetero. What lipstick do you use? Thank you. I use Crush. It's the color. It's like Revlon or it's L'Oreal Crush Balm color, something like that. Yeah, I like it. Actually, if you go to Amazon.com, I think it's Amazon.com/Angie Atkinson. Let me find it for you because I have an influencer page where I've actually listed that stuff. So let me just find it for you really quick, and then I'll just put it in the chat here because it has the actual thing on it, the link to the lipstick that I use. A lot of people do comment on it, which is why I put it there. Come on now. Here it comes. Okay. So let me see. I'm finding it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, it's Amazon.com shop Angie Atkinson. Here, I'll just put it in here. Copy URL. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. And then you'll see the lipstick right on that page. Okay. It is in the chat. Thank you, Kimberly. Yes, Bonnie says GSX girl, hang in there to build your document and fight back. Yes, I agree. Madeline says, Tommy D, she's a narc. You cannot be unequally yoked. Oh, good point. I will stand in line to shake you if you take her back. GSX girl says, let him. Okay. Let's see. Malta says, hello to Doreen B. Nicole says, yes, I love meditation. It's amazing and can move mountains. I love you for that suggestion. Excellent. Bonnie says, good morning to Doreen. Kimberly Barfield says, what lipstick do you use? I just put a link to my page that has the lipstick linked on it. Gabe says, I'm only worried about the court thing. Nicole, I'm worried about the court thing too, Nicole. His father's an ex-judge. Does anyone know if you can get a court hearing out of the area you live in because of the influence on this law of family? Oh, I do not know. Maybe if Jillian's still here, she can tell us. I don't know the answer to that question, but you should be able to, I would think. James LaCroix says, Tommy D, don't take the bait. Morris says they're so arrogant to think that we'll take them back. I agree. That we'll keep taking them back. Yeah. Bonnie says, holiday hoovering sucks. Yes. Maria Calloway says, Angie, he's not in my life. I hate that I even think about him. He tries to contact once a week, says it's business. Why have her turn tricks and claim to love her? He's a demon. Well, I think that's obvious. Yeah, that's terrible. Tommy D says, if y'all knew mine, how covert. The behaviors pop up when I least expect them and ruin everything. Yep. Hey, Jamie B, how are you? She says, good morning, Angie. I'm stopping by to say hi, and I miss you all, and good morning, Malta. Hey, Jamie B. I'm so glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing okay. Tommy D says, Lauren G says to Tommy D, have you considered blocking her? Have you? Montana Sammy Joe says, Tommy, my therapist says it's normal to miss these people at holidays because even though it was unhealthy, it was still a partnership. 9 years for me. Yeah. Tommy D says, Jamie B. Morris says, hi, Jamie B. And Nargis says, Tommy D, I thank the Lord my ex has not come back with his Hoover campaign. Hallelujah. Lord Maria Rise says, right, Montana. Cody Pelto says, thank you so much for your work, going through it right now with family. My pleasure, and I'm happy that I could help Cody Pelto. I've been there and done it, and it sucks. I'm sorry. Um, Bonnie says, Tommy D, yes, they are very sneaky and stealthy like a lion to prey. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Tommy D, what up, friend? I read you're in the middle of a Hoover. Block her attempts like a ninja. And you know that Jamie B knows what she's talking about, Tamala. I'm just saying. Okay. Cody Pelto says, I'm learning not to react to their abuse. That's the start. This is starting point to changing it. Yeah. Let's see here. Lisa Christensen says, I came out of Mills Fleet Farm yesterday to a flat tire and message on iPhone Apple ID looked locked for a second because tried to hack to it. Oh, shut down the phone, can't text and use phone. New supply must have kicked into the curb. That's absolutely probably what happened. You're right. James LaCroix says, Maria, I went no contact with my ex in June. She tried to get the flying monkey and enablers to bother me and sent me a letter in the mail every week since June. Woo! Tommy D says, Lauren, yes, I blocked her. Then I weakened and it was actually me who initiated contact this time. Tommy D! Madeline and I are going to have to come over there and shake you. We're going to stand in line and we're going to take turns. I'm just saying. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Nicole says, my narc is trying to scare me with jail time and bully me into giving up all my parental rights because I'm $2,200 behind in child support payments, but setting a payment plan with first payment today, so I should be okay. Is there a step parent in your place? Is that what's happening? They're trying to do an adoption or something? Let me know. GSX Girl says, thanks for all the support. Wonder Woman says, last year I cried at Christmas because I missed my ex. This year I didn't. Congratulations. That's a great start. Nargis says, James, they are projecting their mental issues onto us. Yes. Bonnie says, it's horrendous how evil they can be. It is mind-blowing. Ruya says, while you pronounced my name right, love this place. I feel so enlightened about my narcissist. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Ruya. And that was luck. Thank you. Jamie B says, Malta, I'm doing good for now. My son is in town for Christmas and my husband is on perfect behavior while he's here, so I'm taking advantage for now. Oh, that's good news. She says, how about you? James LaCroix says she put my old phone number on her Facebook with my full name and told all her friends to call me and tell me off. Damn. See, they never fail to shock me. Good for you for having it be your old phone number. You don't need all of that in your life. Tommy D says, thanks, Montana. Cody Pelto says, wow. Stellar Art says, the threats are real. They are nuts enough to carry them through. That's true. And they are that careless and lacking of empathy. Nicole says, Gabe, I'm sincerely sorry. Wow, that would be even scarier than my situation. I'll definitely pray for you. And I think you should be able to request that. Yeah, that is a horrible, scary situation for sure. Jamie B says, Montana Sammy Joe, nice to meet you. And Shannon O'Brien says to Alyssa Burris, I believe my mother is NPD and BPD, a difficult combination. NPD plays the mind games part combined with BPD punishing part. So hard. Sansu in the house. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? She says, good morning, all, and good afternoon. Jenny Wren says, hi, Angie, first time here. Good morning, Jenny, and welcome to the tribe. Bonnie says, hey, Jamie B. Molly Ray says, I finally left after 5.5 years of emotional abuse. And what pushed me over the edge is that he touched my cousin in her sleep and claims to not remember it. Ugh. That infuriates me, and I'm glad that you finally left because holy freaking crap. Sorry, Molly Ray. I'm sorry that happened. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm proud of you for leaving. Shannon O'Brien says, hey, Sansu. And Bonnie says, hi, Jenny. Montana Sammy Joe says to Jamie B, likewise. Lauren G says, Tommy D, don't beat yourself up, please. I have done the same. It's okay. That's correct. That's correct. We've all done it. Just pick yourself up and block again. You are good. Remember, you do not owe her any excuses, and that is absolutely true. Tommy D, I don't want you to beat yourself up, and I didn't mean to imply that, but I hope that you hear me and that you hear everyone here who's reminding you why you don't want to go back. I think you don't want to go back, and that's why you're here today. I think you need a little encouragement. So when I joke that I'm going to shake you, I just mean I know that you know better, and I want you to remember, you know? Gabe says, thanks, Nicole. Prayers and love to you also. Jamie B says, hey, Bonnie, how are things? Sansu says, hey, Shannon. And Shannon O'Brien says, hello, Jenny, and welcome. Lauren G says, Tommy D, I used to get really mad at myself for breaking no contact, and it makes it that much harder to get yourself back up. Recognize when you were thinking about her, it usually means there is something deeper happening with you. It has very little to do with her. Excellent, Lauren G. Thank you for sharing that. Honey 1187 in the house says, hey, driving, Lyft, and listening. Awesome. Be careful and safe, and don't type while you drive, please. Only because I love you. No, 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 just be careful. And welcome, honey. Lemuria Rice says, after discard, he came back after 6 months to tell me about his new supply and that he knows that for me he is poison, and for my sake he doesn't know how he reached to feel something. He loves me, he said. Oh, Lemuria, please be strong and don't fall for it. Sansu says, hey, Malta. Bonnie says, yes, Narcs will gaslight you and turn your entire reality upside down. Tommy D says she wants us to go to therapy, but we've been through that, and after only 2 sessions, she shut it down. We're getting too close to the truth. Yep. Alyssa Burris says, Shannon O'Brien, it's so confusing, and I'm so sorry you've experienced the chaos and craziness too. Thanks for the support. Jamie B says, Tommy, don't make the same mistake I made again. No matter what they say, they won't ever change. They just don't get it. I'm being punished for extra now for abandoning him. Right. Exactly. I'm so sorry, Jamie B. Shannon O'Brien says, Bonnie, I like to call it the alternate reality of abusers. That's a really great way to put it. Bonnie says they can't handle the truth and will never acknowledge it. Yeah. Doreen B says, I'm having trouble connecting to SPAN also. Are there instructions, or am I missing it, or is the narcopath in my phone? Doreen, make sure you answer the questions with SPAN when you go there, and make sure that you, when you submit your thing, if you submitted it and you go look, if you're not still waiting for approval, then just go ahead and reapply, because if you don't answer the questions, a lot of times the admins just delete the request because they want to make sure they're not letting people in who are dangerous. So that's why the questions are there. Jamie B says he quit going to therapy like a month after I came back too, which again, he felt like he had her good and trapped now. So that's probably why he did that. Bonnie says, Shannon, very well put and true. Morris says, my daughter's dad went to therapy 3 times with me while I was pregnant, then shut it down. Yep, typical. Same thing happened to me, actually. Cody Pelto says, I've been violently attacked multiple times by my narcopath niece. Holy crap, Cody. I hope that you made police reports when that happened and filed charges if you could. Montana's Sammy Joe says, okay, let's see, wait a minute. Shannon says it's like living in a nightmare, or Bonnie says this to Shannon. Marcy says, it's kind of hard to do the no contact with my mother. Everyone asks me for her all the time. They don't ask me how I am, but how's your mom? My mom comes over or something gets on my nerves. Well, just say you don't know. Say, well, you know what? I haven't talked to her in a while. Maybe you should call her. I just tell people the truth. I just say, well, I don't really talk to her, and people don't ask me anymore. It takes a little time, but people stop asking after a while. Virginia GG is here. Says, first time tuning in. I'm lost where you are, getting familiar. This is awesome, Angie. Thank you for having these. Wonderful. Okay, Virginia, thank you for coming in. I'm glad to have you. Welcome to our tribe. Shannon O'Brien says, Alyssa, I found a good video explaining the NPD BPD combo at YouTube. Good. Jamie B says, oh, welcome, Maria. This is a great place to be. Lauren G says, I believe in the 1111 awakening code. I started seeing rainbows everywhere, and I was in a deep depression, and it let me know that happiness was on the way. Love it. Okay, you guys, I am wrapping up right now. I will be back tomorrow for our regular session, and there will be hopefully a video for you later today, and definitely more videos for you in the coming days. Just to give you a heads up, I will be taking a couple of days off again around the first of the year. I think I'll take off New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the day after, so it'll be like 3 days. So well, I can't recall where they fall in the weekend, so I'll also whatever weekend days, I'll be taking the weekend off as usual. So I'll keep you posted on that. But otherwise, keep your eyes open for my next video. As always, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you'd like to be notified of these videos, these live streams. And you can also text Angie Live, all one word, to 33222 to be notified 5 minutes before I go live each day. All right. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. It was great reconnecting with you guys today. I really did miss you. And I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.